Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is my Warhammer 40k Grey Knight MOC. This is all minifigure scale, and so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into scaling, and then let's go into details and how I built it. This is him next to a regular Astartes Space Marine, so this is all just a standard unit, and so the Grey Knight is a little bit taller than him, though not by too much. You can see that they're almost in scale, if anything, maybe like, stud apart. So maybe that would differentiate him by about a foot. But that makes sense because the Grey Knight armor is almost similar to Terminator armor in some senses, where it's a lot bigger. So there he is next to a normal person. So very, very much taller than him for sure. And then if we want to scale him with a Terminator as well, there he is. And so you can see that his head is about at the same level, but the Terminator is taller. So, with that all out of the way, we'll get into building techniques and all sorts of fun things with that. So there isn't too much to say with this one because this is not a full building video. To go over quick detailing, I got a little bit of a emblem on his front there, a little bit of a monastic scapular's bottom or something between his legs, and then just different sorts of silver and gray armor plates. We don't have all these pieces in silver, so it's kind of just a lot of gray. The helmet, I got that head from Hero Factory, but this is Lance from Nexo Knights. That's his visor piece. The helmet's just a black helmet because that's what I had lying around at the time, but a gray or silver one would look a lot nicer if you have it. The shield is a black Falcon shield, but that can be changed out pretty easily. For the weapon, this is just one of their, I guess it's a power spear, and so that's why I built the tip in blue, but you have to build these really big for it to actually fit with these guys. For the back, basic detailing, not too much to it, and then we got his arm-mounted bolter over here on that arm. So to first of all just switch out the shields because hey, why not? So this one is a Black Falcon shield from the newer Castle series, but you can use the older ones if you want to, whatever type. Honestly, you don't even need a shield, you can just have it like that arm, but the shield looks nice. This is one of the original shields. This is a remake of that original shape from the newer Lion Knight's Castle. And then the other shield that I think looks pretty good with it, just because of the white and red, is this one. This is the Lion Knight shield from the 2010 Lion Knights, as opposed to the 1984 or something Lion Knights. But I usually just put them with this one because I have a little bit more of these. They're super easy to get right now. If you can find the Silver Falcon Knights, you can get these in the build your own minifigure sections in LEGO stores. So, or at least right now when the video is being filmed. I don't know how that's going to change this thing. I'll be out for a while. So to get to the posability, this one is a little bit hard because I need to replace the hinges with this. You can kind of see how I built this here. It all comes off of a central construct in the middle, and then I have everything else basically grafted to that. So it's not the strongest thing, but it looks great as far as the shape of the body and everything. So these can be a little bit brittle, but or not brittle, but just not really want to move much. But that's kind of the fault of the bricks that I was using. That's not going to be the same when all of you guys build it. So there we are, and then you can see how the arm is built there. Pretty basic. This is the same construction that I used for my Terminator Marine for the most part. So we are for that, and then this has a good range of movement. It can also bend back. You can put a brick on there to stop that. Shoulder plate, pretty basic. You can really, there are so many variations of just about everything in Warhammer, so you can really change that to whatever type of stuff you want. With the back here, it's all connected to this one stud, and you can kind of see the spinal structure there that the arms and lats are attached to. But we got this little crest in the back that you can usually see behind and over their heads. And then just some other bricks to fill in space. With the legs, very similar hip to my Astartes, but this one can move almost all the way. That piece there for the chest gets in the way. And when you remove the chest, it's most like that. These pieces, I'm sure I don't need to name all these off. But those work really well to get that good defined chest shape. So this moves like that. This can move all the way to the side, especially when the arm is not rudely in the way. Legs twist, and they go all the way back to 90 degrees. You can extend or retract these if you want a Grey Knight to be taller or shorter, in comparison to this basic one. And then the head is just built on top of a jumper plate. So there we are. So not too much to discuss with that. The power spear that he has is also super simple. It's not that complex at all. I would have built this in gold, but I don't have a gold one of those. But I just got that from one of the Harry Potter books. You get like, I want to say like at least 2 or something with all of them, that you really don't need to have the actual book. I have all my books together, but I took all these off. And then just different types of pull pieces and details. If you have some fancy stuff like I don't know, just there are different things. Let me get a few examples, but there's a lot of ways you can detail this really nicely. As an example, if you just want to like take this off, then you can pretty easily just put like different little things on it. Give it a dragon. I don't know, just random things to give it some pizzazz, but I just gave it a good back end of a spear bit. So yeah, that's all I really got for that. So the Grey Knight, really not too much to go over. If I were to do a building video, it'd be a lot more complex. So comment in the comments if you want to see that. And then just if you have any other MOC ideas for me, I really could use them because I'm kind of running out of things that I actually want to build that are in this like, medium to small scale. So yeah, with all that said, comment, like, subscribe, share the video if you have someone that you think would find this sort of thing interesting or is building a Warhammer MOC or just likes Warhammer and likes Lego. And with all that said, have a great day and keep on building.